Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle.
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's really well cleared.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
Baresi. And it's Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, cracking ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Taken back almost at once. Tries to play it through. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Oh, this is a great position. That's put paid to the danger. Bruno Fernandes really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely shot at goal! And he's quick to return it. Shot could be a chance! Opts to play it back. Oh, important interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, now he can run away with it. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think...
Bruno Fernandes!
Dunkirk, they've got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful, just a little more discipline is called for.
No goals as yet. Zanetti. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Figo. Paris Saint-Germain are a team known for their direct brand of football, so Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things, Peter. Firstly, you know, whether they have a quality passer who can play those balls from a little deeper. And then secondly, you need someone up front to be able to hold on to it, be the link man. It can be very effective against teams that like to press high up the pitch.
Gravenberg. And he's intervened well there. Figo. Cruyff. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good move. Oh, good climb. Hakimi attempts a clearance. Cross to the back. He's rising. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Deco. Ball looks a good one. Cruyff goes for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
That's going to go a long way. And he's been shifted off it. Mateus. Now this... And the finish! Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That'll be a throw.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
We are into overtime. Vigo. So, a temporary halt to the action. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. The midway point of the game.
Dunkirk certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So straight into the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And it's Deco. This ended up in no man's land. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for a runner. Pass somewhat off target. Vigo. Gerrard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Gerrard pinches it off him, driving on and making good progress. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Mateus, Mbappe, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And it's Gerrard. And here's Cruyff.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Mbappe. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Now that's a fine challenge.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mateus. Brilliantly cut out. Now he's got space here. Cruyff. Hakimi cuts out the pass. Rijkaard. Gravenberg. That Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's been cut out. Well played. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Shapes to shoot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Could move up a gear here. Great vision. Cruyff is in a really good position. Oh, what a mistake!
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10.
So we have movement on both benches.
Le numéro 38. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 17. Le numéro 20. À leur place, le numéro 18.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Le numéro 19.
Keeper's got good distance on that.
Le numéro 8. Attention, changement.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Batistuta. He's found a way for a chance! It's bounced back off the post. And no mistake. Finally the breakthrough.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Yamal at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, all their effort.
Oh, great leap! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nesta gets it clear. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. Picked out brilliantly. Deftly away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Probing pass. No, again, there's no way through. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Torres.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That looks a decent ball. Well read, nice interception. Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Now it's Yamal. Fernando Torres. Now it's Rashford. Can he get on the end of this? And there's green grass ahead of him. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Crosses it in. Cleared away. That's that, the end. Quite a game And one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it's got to be said, Peter, it's a day to forget for the...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Liverpool have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
And here's Torres, and Cruyff! He lifts the roof! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Liverpool are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pass somewhat off target. And he can clear it away. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Gerrard. He's through here. Cruyff picks it up out wide. Figo. And he decides to cross it. Deco. Figo. Crosses it. A header! Smashing delivery. Just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled. Liverpool always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about it.
He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! They are purring, truly purring. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Things stop. Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Schneider, it's a pretty loose pass. And it's Gerrard. Figo. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Chiellini. Baresi. Oh, good spread. And he's managed to get free. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And he thumps it clear. And here's Shevchenko. Serginho is there to clear. Gerrard. Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there. Engages and forces him off the ball. Maldini gets it clear. Seaman gets it away. He's got away. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's very neat. In towards the back stick. Well read, and the danger is averted. That is a little undercooked. Chiellini. Oh, this is a great... And Shevchenko! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Messi. Looks to the other side. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Great ball if he can get there. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Dunkirk find a position of... Torres! No, he's missed it.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
He has found the way through. Crunching tackle. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Figo, probing pass. That looks a cracking ball.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Dunkirk are relentlessly steamrollering their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. The second period is on the way.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Short changes him with that pass. Pull it over to the right flank. Messi.
There they go, hunting again.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Shapes to shoot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Toure does really well there, he is strong. No, again there's no way through. Well, we expected better and so did he. Can he get on the end of this? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Schneider. And here's Hullet. Very nicely done.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Schneider. Ah, he's given it away. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Dunkirk really could have done without this. A big, deep breath. much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So could they be onto something here? Cruyff is wide and looking to get onto this. That is lovely. Out of play for a throw. Gerrard delivers. Bigo has the space to scheme. And a header! And he's quick to get rid. Shevchenko did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Not the most accurate pass. Messi. And it's Chiellini. Cannavaro. Baresi. And that's a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Gullit. Number 11, Shevchenko. Number 5, Schneider. Coming on the field.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Ronaldinho. Number 15, Van Basten.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Substitution in progress.
Now it's Rash. Tries one from range. Oh no, what has happened here? Dunkirk still have the cards to affect this game. Serginho receives it in a wide position. Goes down, but nothing given. Well, that looks a decent... There's the shot! And the pass is intercepted. Tries to play it through. Bigo gets into a good position. Fernando Torres.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Liverpool making
Bigo.
further changes here and in quick
is
succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's a promising position. Oh, decent chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Fernando Torres is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Dunkirk with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Howson can get it clear. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Messi ventures forward. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that pass isn't the best. Chiellini. Knocks it into space. Figo. Searching pass he's played there. Good ball over the top. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he has been fouled there, and he has shown him a yellow card. And he's picked it up out wide. It's a good, impressive jump. Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Serginho. Aims beyond the defence. Baresi does well to get it back. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And we're done. Dunkirk can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
Just a quick announcement.
Fernando
We would like
Torres
to inform
claiming
you
the... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. Well, we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marcelo. He's pretty much a defender in name alone, to be honest, because his biggest contributions always seem to come at the other end of the pitch. He's great at controlling the ball when under pressure and seems to have a great knack for finding that half...
Oh, shooting chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Borussia Dortmund with the corner, they're first. Howson clears it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. The ball is loose and the chase is on. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's been cut out, well played. Looking for options for movement. No, that's been intercepted. Yaya Toure. Great vision. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Howson gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Not a bad try by any means.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter, certainly the way he's been playing. Pretty robust defending.
Nice physical challenge. And here's Del Piero. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Yaya Toure. Pelé. That has been cut short. And here's Bale. Hazard goes for a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Borussia Dortmund are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Dunkirk really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Deco. Well, that is one way to stop him. Deco is fouled. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Yaya Toure. That's destined for the flank. Hangs in across. And he can thump it away. He's a sharp little ball. And Cruyff! And that's a good finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. 30 minutes gone. This is a chance for Borussia Dortmund to break. Bale receives it in a wide position. Can he finish? Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And again they hit the front. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Borussia Dortmund leading now.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Hakimi is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And the shot's on here. Hazard, plenty to aim at here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gerrard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Dunkirk are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. That's put paid to the danger. Knocks it into space. And it's Yaya Toure. And this is Bale. Oh, well played, well played. And he's heaved it away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cruyff! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Serginho! Impressive jump! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Yaya Toure. And here's Bale.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking for the run. Bale. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Now it's Cruyff. And smartly reclaimed. Searching pass he's played there. Cannavaro spots it, and that is the end of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And a chance! And that's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Could move up a gear here. Cannavaro concedes a free kick for that. Cannavaro has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Well, what goes through a player's head?
Del Piero, he's through on goal here. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 9.
Borussia Dortmund choosing to make the first change. So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And this is Deco. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cruyff is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now that's well seen too. And here's Cruyff.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Cruyff. Now it's Figo. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position, and it's played in here.
Dunkirk clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Oh, that's delightful. He's picked his way through. Now who's going to be first to this? And he can clear it away. Yaya Toure. Hakimi. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Bale. Shot at goal! Oh, crossbar! That could spell trouble.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Serginho. Now it's Rashford. Hazard. And this is Bale. And this is Del Piero. He is through here. That's good play. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Del Piero taking charge of the dead ball. Wonderful from Del Piero! A finish right from the top draw. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Borussia Dortmund are having a ball here. Del Piero. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's there to get it away. It's run loose here. And here's Hazard. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This is Borussia Dortmund's free kick. It's a testing moment, this. He has to stop it this time. Bale! Glittering Bale! He's got himself an absolute peach. And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy. Borussia Dortmund are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Well, it looks very much like he's taken this on from this.
Oh, wow! That's crazy! Well, that is a bit special. And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Baresi threads one in. Nicely worked. And this is Hazard. That's going wide left. Harrison does well to get it back. That's travelling a long way. 5 minutes left on the clock. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Aims beyond the defence. And the shot! He lifts the roof!
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Hazard. Yaya Toure. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Chiellini. Pass somewhat off target. Hazard is in a really good position out wide. Oh, well played. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Over to the right flank. Borussia Dortmund clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now it's Figo.
This is the time you need that pace.
Figo. That's very neat. Just eases him off the ball. It's Figo. Always onto this. And Cruyff! Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And that will be the final act. Dunkirk suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
Security staff for each block.
Your reflections
Please
then, Jim.
report to the
Well,
staff
Peter,
room
I
immediately.
really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right position.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti.
Yeah, he is truly unique, Peter. Easily one of Italy's greatest players, and some consider him to be the greatest of the lot.
And what sets him apart?
Consistency, and the way he has no real weaknesses in his game. Such great all-round ability. He really does excel all round.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Oh, nicely intercepted. Maldini. Totti. Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nesta makes the interception. Chooses to go cross-field. Cannavaro. Van Dijk. Looking for options for movement. Deco. Totti. And it's Cruyff. And he's worked it through. He's got away. Nesta clears without hesitation. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Serginho hangs one in. Oh, they could be Cruyff! They've got to be quick to recover this. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff. And this is Eto'o. Oh, now real chance! Goal! Manchester United! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
The first breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Nedved.
Dunkirk really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Short changes him with that pass. Deco. Figo. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played.
Manchester United definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Now it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's picked it up out wide. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's well spotted. Serginho. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the pass is intercepted. Serginho shifted it to the flank. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Cruyff. Totti tries a measured ball. Chiellini pressing high and with purpose.
Dunkirk truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just past the 40th minute mark. That's good play. Serginho. And here's Torres. He's being urged to shoot. Nedved.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Serginho. He is just caressing the ball. Brilliantly cut out. Cruyff. Figo. Some resolute defending there. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Dunkirk unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second period is underway.
Dunkirk can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Played into space. And that has put paid to that. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, strongly challenged there. But that has not gone well. Now it's Cruyff. Totti. Can he get onto this? Figo. Fernando Torres.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Van Dijk gets the foot in and wins the ball. And that's definitely not his best. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Figo. Figo delivers. Czech claims it without any fuss.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Maldini, the man synonymous with solidity. Dunkirk still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Yaya Toure. 60 minutes played.
That's positional goals.
There's the header! And it's come back out to him. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. And we have our very first corner. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Changement en cours.
He'll fancy himself from here.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to...
Deco! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fernando Torres. Oh, it's just a little long. And here's Cruyff. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Deco. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
It's run loose here. There they go, hunting in packs. Rijkaard. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Just eases him off the ball. It's a really well-measured ball. And that is headed for the middle. Tries a shot! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That was a given. It always was.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Dunkirk leading now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's having a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. And here's Messi. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It's a pretty loose pass. He's having a hit! And that would have been game, set and match.
Hussein really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Figo. Desai does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through? And he's managed to get free. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Il y aura 4
Deco.
minutes de temps additionnel.
That's going in strongly.
Goes down, but nothing given. Bullet. Tries to pass it through. Howson concedes a free kick for that. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And that is well cleared. And that is that. Dunkirk have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Cruyff picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Pedri. Now it's Snyder. Now it's Pedri. It's a good run, this. One that is high in energy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cruyff. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Howson gets it away. Oh, super find. And he's definitely onside. Bale was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Toure did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's an excellent interception. Now, who's going to be first to this? Howson cuts out the pass.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Oh, that's well spotted. Costa Curta. And it's Pedri. Paris Saint-Germain have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Played out towards the right wing. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Torres. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Figo. Looking for options for movement. Yaya Toure delivers. Pedri. Bale.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Deco. Gerrard, a player who needs no introduction. Bale. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Gerrard. Can he finish? Great vision. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Hakimi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zamanı spots it and intercepts. Paz. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Tries to pass it through. Zamanı kept his eye on it, and he's there. Threads one in. Serginho's cross. Gerrard! They've scored! So that goal then,
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Dunkirk are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Now he's got space here. Dunkirk have it back and can go again. And that's another good win of the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Swings it across. Can he get on the end of this? And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Dunkirk just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Dunkirk are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes, 1-0 to the good. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Dunkirk can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Nesta, it's a good ball out wide, and it's Figo looking to play him in, and he's picked it up out wide. Gerrard delivers. That is a brilliant interception. Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Getting up there! Oh, it's hit the post. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Schneider is onto this. He is through here. And they win it back again. Schneider showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Paz. Bale, who can single-handedly make a difference. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that is well cleared. He has found the way through. And it's Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. He's found the way through. Oh, good effort. No, not the best of headers. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Looking for the run.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9. À sa
Yaya
place,
Touré.
le numéro 24.
60 minutes played. Bale. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Hakimi is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's shifting through the gears here. Dunkirk leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! Toure gets it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Dunkirk are looking to go forward now. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Dunkirk clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That's a little off target.
Dunkirk have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Knocks it into space. And Cruyff! And that would have been game, set and match.
Cruyff really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Attention, changement.
This is their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's intervened well there. Dunkirk leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Cafu shows great strength. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Paz.
Paris Saint-Germain are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look.
Kukçu does well to get it back. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Somewhat off target. That's gone for a throw-in. It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Howson has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! And right near the end, we have parity. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball. And splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Bale is firing after that one. Cafu. Nice control. Cross from Cap. Shoots! That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Dunkirk certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time. welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. There's the whistle, and here we go. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Tries to pass it through.
Fernando Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Cruyff has the space to scheme.
Fernando Torres clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, he's been caught napping! Knocks it into space. Now it's Torres, and here's Cruyff, and he's running through, big chance! Goal, Milan! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Barcelona are already chasing the game, they didn't envisage that. Gerrard kept his eye on it, and oh no, this does not look good. And this is Torres. Quarter of an hour played. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Gerrard in acres of space. Impressive job against the crossbar. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. He's picked his way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Ibrahimovic. That is a little undercooked. Guardiol. Pato. Tries to get it clear. Serginho. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Doué. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Spread neatly. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, they could be caught out here. Shot at goal! And it's in! Barcelona are back in business! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the...
And a chance! Goal, Milan! And they're back in front. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Gerrard. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Played into space. DiMarco.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Always onto this. And he's in on goal. Pato! Oh, he's done it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona dragged themselves back again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Scholes, played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Yamal receives it in a wide position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Gerrard, he has found the way through. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Yamal. He's in a good position here. Barcelona have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Oh, nearly. Aimed beyond the defence. Gerrard, very much a man of this moment. Now, can they get him away? And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti wants to run onto this. He leaps for it! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Milan are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. So straight into the second half. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Chance to deliver. Oh, he's been... Header! And it's a goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan leading now. And they've been given a corner. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zanetti flashes it across. And the shot! Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Looking for the run. It's a really well-measured ball. It's a... And he shoots! Goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Out towards the flank. Tries to cross. It's a goal kick. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can.
And it's been given... Deco! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Scholes. Scholes. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking for options for movement. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Zanetti cuts out the pass. Zanetti is there to clear. And it's Gerrard. Oh, well measured. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Pretty robust defending.
Torres. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Half an hour gone in the second half. And he's cut it out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Baresi calmly anticipates. Now that looks a decent ball. Doué, he's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Rashford. Serginho finding himself in space. Oh, that's neat. Doué will not want to lose. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
So who's he going to be aiming for here? Yaya Toure, that's a delicate pass. Kukçu gets into a good position. An instinct and a header! Backward it goes. And here's Kukçu. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivers with chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Relentless, just relentless. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid.
And oh, what has happened here? Gerard, terrific effort. He arrived on cue, but fluffed his line.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. DiMarco kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
Chance! No, not quite. That's a little off target. Can he get on the end of this? Chiellini gets it away. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. And after all of that, Jim, what do you think? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the only way to stop him is to get players around him.
And Cruyff!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
And here's Rivaldo. That's destined for the flank. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tries to pass it. Chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Deftly away. And it's Gerrard. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Figo! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Knocks it into space. Oh, played through for the wide man. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Still goalless at the moment. That is good alertness. Gerrard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Played out towards the right wing. Rivaldo. Figo. Oh, good effort! Goal! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And it's Lopez. Howson gets a foot in here.
Tondela definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Throw it. It's going to be another throw. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And he's opted for the long pass. Oh, that is a nice touch. Bale is fouled. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Dunkirk are down to 10 men.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into a stride, and they're just not doing that.
Vieira. Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Figo. And he's had it nicked away. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Just eases him off the ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, what a mistake! Dunkirk have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. He's a sharp little ball here. Nice control. Rashford crosses. Point-blank header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Nesta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Zanetti. Figo. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. A header! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Hussein is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Michael plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And this is Del Piero. He's got away. Well, that's a dangerous ball. Serginho. Gerrard. Looking to play him in. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Michael. Nice, fizzed it forward. That's a look and place it forward. Now it's Del Piero. Look at the space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No foul, says the referee. And the referee says that that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Dunkirk have done well to this point. At times I find myself struggling to work out just who's down to 10. That's testament to how adaptable they've been. I think if they can keep playing like this, Peter, it might just hold out.
Dunkirk with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. So the action resumes.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Del Piero looking to receive it in space. Rashford is herring after that one. Messi. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, that's well seen too. Nicely aimed pass. Serginho finding himself in space.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Gerrard. Space for him to turn and look. Shot a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Dunkirk with the corner, there first. Messi clears without hesitation. And back to the keeper they go. Tondela are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he's there to belt it away. Tondela have it back and can go again. This might spell danger. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Zanetti did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Vieira. The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh, he's bustling through here. Great ball, and he's in here. Dunkirk, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Vieira. Nesta gets over and intercepts. And it's Figo. Now it's Rashford. Ambitious ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. That's put paid to the danger.
Tondela really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from...
Getting up there! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Figo certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Vai proceder uma substituição.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
E vai entrar com o número 21. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Gerrard. Dunkirk are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Gerrard. That's going wide left. Doué. Doué! Against the crossbar.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he thumps it clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tondela are looking to break at pace. And it's Gerrard. Figo wants to run onto this. Figo. Gerrard receives it in a towering header. Crossbar comes to the rescue. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Serginho. Nicely weighted ball. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Vai proceder uma substituição.
Figo looking to play it into the box.
Messi.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Bale. Número 22.
That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Vieira.
Dunkirk nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Número 10.
Good read, needed to be.
Está a acontecer uma
And he's
substituição.
cleared it out of harm's way. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Pedri. What a throw in. That's very neat. And he was alert to it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Dunkirk have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Dunkirk may not have finished with 11, but they have shown terrific spirit, and they claim the win.